Hey guys, Tim Hart, VanDyk Mortgage. I'm here with our guest today, president of VanDyk Mortgage, where I am a branch manager of VanDyk Mortgage. He's a little bit higher than me, guys. Tom VanDyk, president of VanDyk Mortgage. Tom, thanks again for coming today.
Hey, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good time, right?
Good time.
Yeah.
Good time. Catch a little fish and good camaraderie.
good fellowship, as they call it.
There
right?
we go. Yeah.
So, Tom, some people, I know your story and VanDyk Mortgage's story, but the viewers out there may not know what's the story behind VanDyk Mortgage. What's this, this year, 2016? How was that for VanDyk Mortgage?
Yeah. Well, we had a great year. It actually was our best year in the history of our company, and we did. To get into a little bit of the numbers, a little over $1.4 billion. We primarily do Fannie Mae and FHA VA, so we don't do a lot of exotic production. And I would say, I don't have the exact numbers, but 99% of that comes through our system. We do very little brokering.
Gotcha.
So,
but your VanDyk Mortgage is in how many states now?
Well, we're licensed in 38 states. We operate in 20. Michigan and Florida are our biggest states. So,
right.
And that's where the lion's share of our production comes from.
Who's your favorite employee at VanDyk Mortgage?
Tim Hart, no doubt.
I knew it. I got him on camera, guys.
For the day, anyway, right?
Right now, literally.
Because he's not barking at me.
I never do.
And he's treating me well.
Oh, good stuff. Cool. So, are you ready for 3 questions?
Okay, give me the 3 questions.
All right, so here comes 3 questions, guys. We're going to ask Tom. So when you started VanDyk Mortgage, did you ever imagine it being this big? Yeah. And then what do you attribute the success to?
Yeah. Well, no, I really didn't think it would get this big. And we're still considered, I think we're considered a small, medium guy.
Right.
And we'll do 100 to 120 million a month in production. We did in 2016. And that's between 6 and 650 loans a month. So there's a lot of activity and a lot of money flowing through there. We started in 1987, and back then the products were relatively the same. We went through the eras of all the ARMs and all the exotic programs, and really the real estate people are the same as they were 30 years ago. They want to get the deal closed. They want to get it done as quickly as possible. Their job's really done by the time they come to us. They want to know we can make good decisions for them on doing their TBDs, to be determined. So they're not working with borrowers that aren't going to be able to qualify. And really come full circle, know your customers and your clients. Your customers being your real estate agents and your clients being your your borrowers.
So with all the advancement of technology in our business, things change all the time, quickly. Where do you see this industry heading in the next 10 years?
Yeah.
Mainly because of technology.
Where do I think it's going to go? And I'm from old school, but the iPhone, I think everybody carries one. I think we have to look at how we market to our customers, how we market to our agents. The old way of doing things and just don't work anymore. The iPhone is really going to be our marketing piece. And what I preach to our people is, in the mortgage business, we're not selling pizzas. We don't have to market to our borrowers after we close a loan, every week or every month. But we should start our marketing campaigns back up every 5 or 6 years, because that's the cycle when people move.
Right.
And so we've got to start thinking about how people's behaviors operate and how they live their lives. And every 6 or 7 years is when they move. If I owned Pizza Hut, I'd be marketing to them every week. We're making some great strides right now. I don't know if you've heard the Day One program by Fannie Mae's coming out, where we can get instantaneously VOE information and tax transcripts and cash, verified cash, in a couple of hours, just like a credit report now.
Right.
So. That'll change. That'll make a lot of changes in our industry, and soon it'll be like buying a car. You come in and we just got to have a satellite, make sure there's a structure there, and we'll write your mortgages in a day.
All right. So if you could channel your inner Marty McFly from Back to the Future, what you would say to yourself, to Tom VanDyk, when he was starting the company 30-something years ago, like what advice would you give to him?
Yeah, I was talking to real estate agents yesterday and took a tour of the Sarasota office. And the conversations that you have, people are people. I like people, and I enjoy the real estate business. I used to have my broker's license, which was fun. And real estate people, as you get to know them, they have a very tough job. I mean, they'll work with people for 4, 5, 6 months, and then they'll go buy a house from somebody else, you know? And so you got to understand the psyche of our agents that you work with. And the more you dwell on that, you find out that most of them are very nice people. And if they're not nice, I just don't work with them. And if I had to do anything different, I wouldn't take so hard on my failures, because now I look at each failure as a lesson for success. And hey, if I didn't do it right, I didn't do it right, but I don't want to keep doing the wrong things all the time. So,
gotcha. And so we now are allowing we're asking, before we do the episode, a viewer question.
Okay.
So
right. This is from the street, right?
This is from the people. And you know this person. So this question, this is the only serious question that all my people wrote. The rest of them were
I have not heard this yet, so
goofballs. So, but this question came from Linda Straight.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
okay.
Get ready.
Hi, Linda.
She set you up. No, this is a good question. It was, can you attribute a daily habit that you have to your success, or what daily habit would you attribute to your success that you've had?
I would say the number one thing is calling people back. You got good news, you got bad news. Okay, we're all big boys, we're all big girls. Or I have no news. Call me, tell me I'm working on it. Okay, I think a lot of agents appreciate that. The other thing that when I look at, I think a lot of times we ignore the listing salesperson, but they got all the investment. They're the ones that list the house. They're the ones that are going to lose the listing if this thing blows up or it expires. So I always try to keep both agents, informed as to what's going on, and they want to hear from you because their job, like I said, is done. The buyer's waiting, the seller's waiting, the listing agent's waiting, all the parties are waiting, and when you don't communicate with all of the parties, that's when they get upset.
Awesome. Good. Well, Tom, we appreciate it again. Thank you for everything you guys do.
Okay.
This guy is an awesome guy to work for, super privileged. I mean, to come down, spend time with us down here on this fishing trip and doing the video and stuff.
This is called work, right? This is called work. Yeah. I got to get into more of this kind of work.
Yeah, I know. It'll be fun. So anyways, Tom, thanks again, you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe when you see this show. Really appreciate it. Hey, this is Tim Hart from VanDyk Mortgage. In my day job, I help people buy homes and refinance their current mortgage. I have a great mortgage tip for you today. If you have a 30-year mortgage and you pay that mortgage every 4 weeks instead of once a month, it will work out to 1 extra payment a year. That 1 extra payment a year will knock 7 years off your mortgage. That's a huge savings. Do the math on your own mortgage and you'll find out quickly that it's worth your time and energy. My name is Tim Hart, VanDyk Mortgage.